What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be starting my new tutorial series, and today is Tip Monday. So today I'm going to be showing you how to whip and scrub in MXBikes. So first, what you're going to want to do is this is a fairly important decision, is choose what bike you want to do. I recommend a 252 stroke or a 125 two-stroke, sorry. I do not recommend a 450 four-stroke or a 250 four-stroke, or you can use a 250 four-stroke, but I do not recommend a 450 four-stroke because they're more heavy and they're a little bit harder to maneuver when you're learning to whip and scrub. So I'm using an RM 250, and next what you want to do is you want to pick your track. I'm using Walnut. I think Walnut's a really good track to learn to whip and scrub on. Scrubs are really easy, or this is a good place to learn scrubs because it is pretty easy to learn scrubs here, and there's also some larger jumps to learn whips on. So now let's get in the game. Alright, now we're in game. So next, this is a fairly important part of learning to whip or scrub. So this is settings. I know a lot of people don't really like messing with settings, and it kind of scares them, I guess. I don't know. But so for me, my left stick is turning left and right. That's just what I prefer. Pretty much settings are just what you prefer, but that's what I prefer. And then leaning forward and back, that's my right stick. And then leaning left and right is also my right stick, which makes it easy to maneuver left, right, forward, and back in the air. And then also for your sitting. Sitting is a very important factor when learning to whip. And for sitting, my right stick clicking in, like clicking the right stick in, is what activates sitting or standing up. So now let's get in game and let's find a good ramp to try and practice whipping and scrubbing on. Alright, so now I found my spot where I want to practice whipping, scrubbing at. So right now I'm right in front of the large tabletop, and then after that it's this really small triple that is very easy to overshoot. So what you want to do is you want to find a jump that you overshoot a lot, like this one right here. Like when you have a pin, you just go flying. That wasn't a really great example because I hadn't ridden the actual track. But if you're actually riding it and you hit that jump, you just go flying. So this is a good jump to try and learn to scrub on because it'll actually be something that you'll scrub on in the game. So now let me find a good clip of me scrubbing and I'll show it. Okay, so first try. I already got a clip for you. So I'm sorry if I sound a little bit stuffed up. I don't know what it is, but I'm just really stuffed up. I don't know what to tell you. So you come down this right here. So when scrubbing, really the main factor to scrubbing is getting your back tire to slide off to the side of the lip, which pretty much just slows you down, but you don't have to hit the brakes. And it also makes you a lower path in the air. Like it's a more flat path instead of a more curved path, so that you don't go as high. So now let me go to free roam, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when you come up towards the ramp, this is another really important part, is getting the suspension very compressed. Because if you look at my forks right now, they're looking mighty thick. No, I'm kidding. But they're very compressed. Like there's not a whole lot more room to go. If you look right here, see I'm about bottomed out, and I'm just approaching the lip right now. So as you're going forward, as you can see, when you hit the face, it's literally bottoming out. And then as you go higher and higher, right around here. So further back, what I missed this, but further back, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lean back. And then as you get to about right here, right in this area, about a couple feet away from the lip, is you're going to want to start turning to the right or to the left. Personally, I like turning to the right. That's just easier for me to whip. But you're going to want to turn to the right and also sit down at the same time. So you can see me start to turn right here. Let me get a better view of this. you can see I'm starting to turn. It doesn't have to be a huge turn, but just a little one. And then you can also lean if you want to. I lean to the right, but I just lean back, and I find that easiest. So right here, you can really see right here my back tire just kind of sliding to the left, just off the lip, which is like the brakes, like I was saying. It kind of slows you down and also gives you a more flat flight path. So as you leave the lip, you're going to the bike is going to start getting more flat and also start turning to the side. Here, let me get a better view. So as you can see, it's starting to get really flat, and it's starting to turn now. And it'll start straightening out, and the nose will start pointing down like this. Sometimes it depends on how your scrub is, but sometimes you'll get like this, and you'll be turned super far down and super far to the side, or sometimes you'll. Alright, sorry about that, but my computer decided to run out of storage. Or not really my computer, but I did. But it decided to stop recording because I ran out of storage. But anyways, what I was saying is to finish this scrub, it's fairly easy. From where you're at, it's pretty much just going to be straightening it out, which is just romping on the throttle and pulling it back straight, which is just a mixture of turning and leaning back for me right here because I am pointed so far down, and you can see my bike starting to straighten back out. So pretty much just lean forward or back if you're too far forward or too far back, and then romp on the throttle to straighten it out, and also turn to straighten it out. And it's fairly easy from there to straighten it out, and then just land it and ride it out. So that does it for scrubbing. I'm sorry if something doesn't make sense in the future because my computer stopped recording. Yeah, sorry. But anyways, now we're going to learn how to whip. Alright, so I found a good clip of me whipping, and while I was doing it, I ran out of disk space. So I deleted a bunch of crap so I could record this. Bruh. But anyways, here is my whip. So again, I'm going to be using this massive tabletop that I was using earlier. And scrubs are a little bit easier to learn on this track than whips, because this track doesn't really have huge jumps, but it'll work. And let me get over here. So everything pretty much happens within like a couple of feet within the top lip of the ramp. So same as before, compress your suspension. Pretty much whipping and scrubbing are very similar, but you're gonna compress your suspension like this, and then as you're approaching, you're gonna want it to turn. Again, like I said before, I like whipping to the right, but what I do is I turn to the right and I lean to the left, so both my sticks go towards each other. And then at the same time that I do that, I also click in my right stick to sit down. So I turn to the right, lean to the left, and sit down all at the same time, which you can turn to the left and lean right if you want to, or you can do whatever. But that's how I do it. I turn to the right and lean to the left, and I also sit down. So as you're approaching the lip, I'm turning right here while leaning left, and then sitting down right at the lip face. So you can see right here my super thick character is not touching the seat yet, but right at the lip he sits down right there. So he's going to go, and the reason why you want to lean when whipping, why you want to lean to the left, because if I was to just turn to the right and sit down, if you've noticed, I'm like right beside the right side of the track, and if I wasn't to lean, I would just shoot off to the side of the jump and miss the landing. So anyways, as you're going, you're going to get kind of like this scrub, and you can turn to go further, because whips, you're wanting to turn, and it's more style than actually doing anything. So you can turn and go backwards. As you can see, I'm just about backwards, but my bike is still perpendicular, so straight up and down. And then as I'm going back, I stay just sideways like that, and then I kind of lean that way. I don't lean a lot, because if you were, it'd flip to the side, and I also turn that way a little bit, and then romp on the throttle like I was talking about before, and then straighten it out, lean forward or back if you need to, and then boom, you landed it. So that is my tutorial on how to whip and scrub. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would, it'd be nice if you gave it a like or subscribe. Also comment down below. And I'm very close to 50 subscribers. I think I'm like 43 or 44 right now while I'm recording this. And if I can hit 50 within this week, I'll change my profile picture to whatever you guys comment. So comment what you want my profile picture to be, and if I hit 50 subscribers within this week, I'll change it to whatever you guys say. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I already said that. Anyways, bye.